Yeah, so here's how I think about synthetic data, and that makes me very bullish on like this strategy overall. Like we know that it's possible to distill models. It is possible to take a model that is like quite large, that has been trained on like a bunch of data, make it produce data, and then you train like a slightly smaller model that like it's trained on like the outputs of like this model, and it learns to like at least resemble the outputs of like the larger model. And then like on the other hand, you have like this inference scaling, where like if you let models think for longer, they produce like higher quality stuff. So like this immediately creates like this feedback loop, right? Where like you get the models at the frontier, you use them to generate synthetic data, taking as long as they want. Like you use them, you generate like 100 answers for each like digital prompt, and then like another model shifts to find like the highest quality answer that it has produced. Or like even better, in something like math, you check like is this solution like actually correct? And you use that higher quality data set as like the basis for your training. And this is what allows you to train for longer.
Yep. So there's this general principle that often verification is easier than generation.
Yeah.
And this is especially true for math, for programming, say, where you can do unit tests. And then you can generate a bunch of candidate examples, and then use this verification, or you check the quality and you filter out the low quality stuff and use the very high quality examples as training data. And so this suggests a way of spending compute and turning compute into data. And so if you're going to be data constrained, but you have enough compute, then this suggests that you can balance those by just using your compute and translating that into more examples to train on.
That's right. We know that this is already happening for post-training. Like Meta was like quite transparent. Like we train one version of our model on code data, and then we use it to generate synthetic examples of like more core data that we could continue training on. Like I think here is like, is this going to be useful also for pre-training?